Okay, we're back. When we left off, we were having some problems with the Alpha external Wi-Fi card connecting to Kali through VirtualBox. So what I did is I switched over machines to a machine that has VMware workstation on it, and I have a lot better luck with that one. So let's go ahead and do some basic um, Wi-Fi commands. So we go. Let's start off with sudo ifconfig. That's sudo. So we'll type sudo. There we go. Ifconfig. And we should be able to see, yeah, I've already placed it into monitor mode. So you need to use the AirMon. We did that in the last video. So let's go now and put that into an air dump, okay, and see what it can show us. Air O dump ng, and we're going to go NWLAN 0 mile. And we should now begin to see. Okay, here you see. You can see up here, these are all the APs that are in range. Okay, and here are all the clients that are in range. So these would be the APs up here. All right, these are the BSSIDs. This is the MAC address, power, beacons, data per second, channel, megabytes, the type of encryption they're using, and the ESSID over here. Down below, we show the clients that are connected to these. All right, so we can see a number of different clients down here. Here's the BSSID of the. These are the APs over here, and then these are the MAC addresses of the clients. So we have all the information that we need to be able to hack these AP stations. We also can do a DOS attack against any of these by going out and sending deauthorization, deauth attacks against any of these APs. I'll kind of show you what we're doing, what we need to do that. All right, we can go. This is what a deauth would look like. We can go. First of all, I got to start out with sudo. Deauthorization means it's sending packets to knock everybody off the AP. Essentially, becomes a DOS attack. Okay, so we're going to go air replay. This is all laid out. Linux basics for hackers, and then it's going to be deauth, the deauth switch. Okay, so we're going to send deauth packets. And then we need to send those deauth packets, say number, say 100. And then here's where we got to take information from this screen over here. All right. So what we need to do next is go ahead and then tell it. Let's see. What do we need to tell it? We need to tell it both what the client and the AP is. All right. So let's see. We're gonna go. Let's do one thing before we go on. Let's go air replay and then go at the hill. Okay. So you can see here's the deauth right here. Right? Here's the deauth. You can see that more and more clients are coming in here. So we've got a good picture of what's going on. This is when we have our Wi-Fi card in monitor mode, we can see everything is going through the air around us. All right. And I've got a long range antenna here, so we're seeing for quite a distance what's going on. But notice here's the deauth right here, and then we need to give it a count. That's what we were just doing. All right. And we look at some of the other switches as well. For instance, here we have the A switch is the BSSID of the MAC, okay, is the access point MAC address. And C is going to be the destination MAC address, okay. Let's see, anything else we need to look at there? See, also here's the B, setting the MAC address of the access point. What we're looking though at is a replay option. So set the access point MAC address, set the destination MAC address. Those are the ones that we need. So let's go ahead and set that up. And to go ahead and do a deauthorization attack or a DOS attack, I'm going to go sudo air replay. Okay, this simply sends packets into the AP, and then we'll say we'll put in 200. Okay, but we gotta put in the deauth first. Deauth. And how many we want to send? Say 200. And I'll send 200, and then I'll stop. And then we want to go ahead and say send them into. Oh, let's go. Let's grab one of these here. Say this one right here. Let's quick copy and paste. It's simpler than trying to copy a MAC address. It's sometimes hard to capture these. Copy and paste. I'm trying. Let's try some of these others. Can I copy them? So I'm just going to enter it in. All right. So this one's going to be 00 colon 25 colon 9 C colon 97 colon and 4. I think I've got that 4F, yep, and 48. So that's our destination MAC address. And then -C to go back to the replay options over here. Okay. Replay is going to be set the destination address. Right. C, and then we got to put in the destination MAC address, and then we just got to end it with the name of our adapter, WLAN 0 mod, WLAN 0. Now, when we hit enter, this will send out a surge of deauthorization packets into the AP, and it'll basically knock everybody off. Now, if you're trying to crack the AP, this might be useful to get everybody off the AP so they have to re-authenticate. And when they re-authenticate, that sends the hash of from the client to the AP. And that we can intercept and then crack that. All right. So that's all I wanted to show you with the Wi-Fi. I think the most important thing here is to understand how we can do this reconnaissance and get all this information that we can use either for denying service or cracking. And we get into all of those services, all of those cracking techniques in the Wi-Fi hacking class. So if you want to know more about Wi-Fi hacking, that's the place to go. Next, let's go on to Bluetooth. All right, I'm going to go ahead and shut some of these screens down. Let's go clear and shut some of them down. We'll go on to Bluetooth. Okay, let's shut this one down. All right, let's go on to Bluetooth now. Once again, you have a Bluetooth adapter in your machine, your laptop, what have you. But to be able to connect to Bluetooth from your virtual machine, you're going to need an external adapter. It has to be Linux compatible. I've got a couple of them here, all right? And let's see, I've got one of them that is from Panda, and one of them, these are pretty inexpensive. They cost less than $10 a piece. Let me get my Bluetooth adapters here. One's from Panda and one's from Plugable.